Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members of the committee. This is a Senate File 4640. This is a bipartisan bill that combats fraud by strengthening ethics rules and prevents conflicts of interest in the legislature. Specifically, a former legislator can't take a job with an employer for 1 year after leaving office while serving in the legislature if they voted to pass a law that specifically named that employer to receive a grant. Similarly, a public employee who was involved in selecting, evaluating, awarding, auditing, or administrating a grant may not take a job for 1 year with an employer that was named in a recipient of that grant. Before I get a little more into this, this was brought about, we were in Health and Human Services, as Senator Curran was there on that committee too, and we heard from the Office of the Legislative Auditor about the Behavioral Health Administrator grants, where we saw that some employees who had administered those grants then left and went and became a consultant for that nonprofit. So after the committee, Senator Liskey and myself said that doesn't seem right, and we ought to do something about that. I know Senator Curran also has a similar a bill that has some similar provisions, and it's hoped that maybe in the future we'll actually be able to marry those bills up. But the blatant conflicts that have happened just this year, as I stated, from that Behavioral Health Administration, that approved over $670,000 to a company, and then again, they went to work for that company as a consultant. The amendment that we just added on here kind of clarifies a little bit the language about what the difference of employee and consultant is. Felt like we didn't have enough good definition of that consultant, so that we added that. Any fraud against our state is unacceptable. Minnesotans expect their government to be responsible, transparent, and protective with taxpayer dollars. Fraud undermines our trust and steals resources from the people who need them most. We've seen it harm people with disabilities, autism, substance abuse disorders, and seniors needing support with daily living. I'm proud to say that this bill, authored by both Republicans and Democrats, combating fraud should not be a left or right issue. It is a right or wrong issue. My constituents back home expect lawmakers to come together and to protect their tax dollars and make government work for them. And I believe that this bill is an example of how we can meet that moment. So I'd like to thank my co-authors, Senator Kroon, Gustafson, Hochschild, and Liskey for being on this bill. And with that, members, I am happy to take some questions.